Hi guys, during the negotiations between Boris Johnson's administration and the European Union in 2020, Brussels had offered the British government access to the Erasmus Plus scheme. This was snubbed by Brexiteers probably because it contains the word Europe in it. The Tories instead set up their own scheme called Touring. Both have advantages and disadvantages, but it was an ideological decision to pull the UK out of Erasmus. However, like the Windsor framework, Northern Ireland has the best of both worlds, as its students have access to Touring and Erasmus+. But what's very interesting about this is that the Irish government is extending financial support to Northern Ireland to facilitate Erasmus there. This is what the Irish Education Minister had to say about that.
Today I am delighted to announce funding for a new student mobility programme for students in Northern Ireland. This funding is delivering on a commitment made by the Irish Government to ensure that students in Northern Ireland can continue to avail of mobilities and internships across Europe after Brexit. And I'm delighted today to allocate €2 million in funding to higher education institutions in Northern Ireland to deliver on this commitment. We know that a student's higher education experience can be enriched by undertaking a mobility in another country, but it's also about more than that. It's about learning in a partner institution, it's about building relationships with other students, and it's about increasing cultural awareness and understanding. During my many engagements in Northern Ireland, I've heard the importance of this and the concern around the loss of the access to the Erasmus Plus programme. This was constantly raised with me. So I'm really delighted that we can fulfil this promise and deliver on our commitment to support students in Northern Ireland continue student mobilities across the EU. I also want to say this is a permanent commitment and it will be in place for as long as students in Northern Ireland wish to avail of this as an option in terms of learning in the European Union. I really hope this will help and benefit many.
It will benefit many because it's providing an extra scheme to the students, for example, in Northern Ireland. Now, the students benefit because it's the Erasmus Plus. It means that students in Northern Ireland can study in different parts of Europe. And it means students in Europe can study in Northern Ireland universities. The universities benefit, the students benefit. And also for the Irish government, this is part of, I think, steps towards a united Ireland. But it's also, it gives businesses in the Republic of Ireland access to highly skilled graduates in Northern Ireland. So it's benefiting universities in Northern Ireland, it's benefiting students, it's benefiting everyone. The only people who are not benefiting, of course, is the United Kingdom, because once again, and I said this before, Erasmus and Touring can work side by side. There was no requirement of the UK government to pull out of Erasmus or Erasmus Plus. This was a political decision. The European Union had offered it, the UK government said no, Boris Johnson's government said no. So I do hope that going forward with a new Labour government, they will be more open to the idea. This would benefit students, benefit universities, benefit everyone, but it remains to be seen whether Keir Starmer's government will be open to that. It's a win. It's a win-win for everyone, apart from Brexiteers who don't like the word Europe. The fact that the Irish government is investing in this is also important because they see this as I said, a stepping stone to a united Ireland, working with universities, both sides of the border, allowing students to have these benefits, I think creates a positive atmosphere, as was pointed out here by the Minister. I really hope that students in England, Scotland, Wales will be able to avail of this too soon, because it is beneficial. If the government want to go ahead with the Touring scheme, that's fine, but also bring back Erasmus or Erasmus Plus. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.